So Conan O'Brien, the last episode, this is episode 4. The season only had 4 episodes, and this is the last one. And he gets to go back to his roots. Conan O'Brien goes back to, because he's an Irishman, he's an Irish ginger. He gets to go back to Irish and try to find his roots, find where his people came from, try to find out why. Again, some of the best things about this episode that has cut across all the other episodes, the opening and the closing, very, very good stuff. I love those openings. The other thing is that the formula was still the same, whereby he goes, meets some of his friends, and then meets the people, tries out the culture, and then sees if he can fit into the entertainment aspect about the particular country. For Irish people, was it Dublin? Yeah, Dublin. He was in Dublin. He gets to go into soap opera. Then he goes meets some guys who sing in a choir, who actually do those epic songs. I don't know what they're called, but those Irish epic songs. So he gets to join them, gets to sing with a few men, which was pretty funny because he's one of those people who work hard to impress people. And obviously there was a comedic reason for that, but he was just doing too much, and you could actually tell from the other guy's reaction. So in terms of comparing this to the other episode, I thought this was out of place. First of all, it was shorter. It was around 40 minutes, 30 something minutes. It was around 38 to 40 minutes. I thought that it was slightly weaker than the first 3 episodes. Actually, if I was to rank them, this would be like the last episode in terms of impact and humor, because yes, you get moments whereby he's trying to learn the Irish language, because the Irish language is very, very complicated. It's not just like any other language. It's a very, very complicated language. Second thing, meeting the people that you go to meet, because there's this thing he has done across all episodes, which is talking to normal people. We've seen that before, but here he got to actually meet them and they got to talk, and you could actually tell that the language was they will understand each other, so the drama was not there, the awkwardness was not there. He was recognized by a few people, so that was still, he was in his comfort zone in a way, not in the States, but in Ireland. So in terms of finding his roots, I wish they would have just tried to make it a bit serious. Yes, add the humor, but just try to make it serious in the process, 2, maybe meeting a few people from that area who actually know him and see how they react to him. Because there's one old guy that he meets who is called O'Brien too, but apparently he's not related to him because a lot of people are called O'Brien. I just wish that he would have just taken that a bit serious. Yes, we get a snippet of that during the end when he goes to where his father lived and he's looking at the landscape and he's wondering why they had to leave to go to, to go to the US. Yes, there was that, but I didn't like the way it was handled. It still maintained its, let's not take everything serious, despite the fact that this could have been actually a very, very interesting moment. The other moments of humor were when he went to meet a fan, and when he went there, he finds a fan called Muhammad, who happens to be a surgeon, wanted to be a surgeon. So the whole family, because he meets the sister who's also a doctor, and the younger sister, their conversation was pretty improvised, but it was actually really, really fun. So in general, if I was to give this out of 5, I would give this a 3.5 out of 5. I thought it lacked that punch, it lacked that energy that the first 3 episodes had. I thought that it was funny, yes, but there was just something missing. There was the fish out of water effect that the 3 episodes had, whereby he's in a totally different environment. Most of the people don't recognize him, and there's that obvious language barrier. Yes, this was here, but most people spoke English, so it was easy for them to understand him, and he was actually recognized by a lot of people. So that charm of, we don't know why this guy is supposed to be a superstar was not there. Yes, the moment of trying to teach him how to be in a soap was pretty awesome, but still, it just, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel complete. It didn't feel perfectly executed. Let me just put it that way. The music stuff worked, and that's why I'll give this a 3.5 out of out of 5, and this for me was the weakest episode of the 4. So would I want to see a season 2 of this? Why not? I think it's pretty interesting, but put him in awkward positions, put him in more dynamic and out of character position. Bring him to Africa, take him to Greenland, take him to China, take him to the dangers of Australia, take him to the outbacks, just take him to New Zealand next time. Take him to Indonesia, I don't know, take him to, what is that place called? Tibet, take him to Mount Everest or somewhere close to that. I think that would have been awesome. But in general, if I was just to give now just a complete look at the old season, I think this is a very entertaining show. It doesn't take itself seriously. It's punchy, it's fast. It tries and successfully subverts the travel documentary formula. And I like that about the show. So basically that's it. What did you think about the show if you've seen it? Do you think Conan O'Brien deserves an extra season of this? Do you think it works for him as this American character? Does the self-awareness work for you? Because in this particular show, the island show, he's pretty self-aware. Like the idea that he was given money to actually go find his heritage and travel throughout the world and take the bill to HBO Max was pretty interesting, and he addresses that. So does the self-awareness work for you as a fan of travel documentaries? Let me know on the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, I would urge you to subscribe. Remember to always watch what you enjoy and enjoy what you watch. I shall see you on the next one. Please subscribe. I'm on an act to 100k, and that's it. Next I'm working on Clarkson Farm season 3. See you.